Hello everybody, today we are going to make a quick review of the BreZ RC-505 Loopstation. Let's go. Whether you are a beatboxer, an instrument player, or a singer, each person will find a purpose in buying this machine. So I hope this video will give you answers and we're going to dive right into it right now. So the BreZ RC-505 was really made for vocal artists and especially beatboxers. What really makes it different to other loop stations is that you can use it by using your hands and not your feet. So the first thing I would say is if you are a guitar player, I would recommend still using an RC-300 or an RC-50. You can still use a foot pedal in complement to the RC-505, but it is still easier to just go with a regular loop station that you could use with your feet. Okay, so this is not going to be a tutorial video, but we are rapidly going to have a look at the functions of the RC-505. Okay, so before we turn on the machine, let's just have a look at certain things. Now, I know you don't buy a machine for how it looks, but you have to say that the design of the 505 is pretty nice. So you have 5 looping tracks, and you can set the volume of each track with 5 individual faders. Here you're going to have input effects. Here you're going to have output effects. Now, as you can see, you have an output level volume knob, and you have a mic input volume knob. And in between, you have an instrument level volume knob. And that is because you can insert an instrument right here. You insert the microphone with an XLR cable into the microphone input. You can also input a small jack right here. Now, in terms of output, you have to go out with big jack cables, either in mono or in stereo. If you want to input headphones, you need a big jack adapter to insert a big jack inside the phone input. As I was saying earlier on, for example, if you are a guitar player and you want to insert a foot switch pedal, you can insert it right here. You could use a MIDI cable right here, for example, to connect 2 loop stations together. What's going to happen is that your loop station is going to sync the BPM with the other loop station. You can do it with any other device to sync your loop station with another device. Here we have a USB cable so that, for example, you can plug in your loop station to the computer with a USB cable. And you have the power button and the DC in. Okay, so now the USB cable is connected to the computer. The adapter is plugged in so we can turn on the beast. The microphone is in via XLR cable and the headphones are in, so let's just turn it on. Okay, let's have a quick look at the functions of the loop station. Well, the first function, of course, is looping, right? You press one time the button, it turns red, which means it is looping what you are saying. You press it again, it turns yellow. One time the button, it turns red, which means it is still recording what you are saying. It turns yellow. When it's yellow, it records again. It turns red, and it is still recording. And then when you press it again, it turns green, and that means it is just playing what you have recorded, but it is not recording your voice anymore. You can of course change this in the settings so that when you record, it is red, and then when you press it, it turns immediately green instead of turning yellow. So let's have a look at its main function, and that is looping. So let's just loop a beat, a simple beat, something like. So I just recorded a kick and a snare. If I want to put, let's say, an open hi-hat on top of this, I can just press it again and record my open hi-hat. Let's say I want to put some reverb on the snare. Well, I'm going to do a snare on top of that with some reverb. Hey, hey. Okay, now I have my beat with my reverb on the snare. Okay, you see, you can play with the fader and put it up, put it down as you wish. You can also do it in the settings right here. Put down the volume, put it back up. But for the moment, we're not going to go deep into the settings of the loop station. This video is just to show you the basic functions. So as you can see, we made a beat. Now let's just record something on the second track. Let's say we want to do a vocal. So let's just take some reverb again. And you know what? Let's put some delay with it. And let's do something like. Now let's say we want to put a bass line. So we're gonna take our bass effect, which is the guitar to bass, which is right here. And how this big knob here works is that the more you go to the left, the less present the effect is gonna be in your vocals. So if I press it here, you don't really hear the effect at all. In fact, you don't hear it at all. So let's just turn it to the right. See how it changes my voice? Okay. So this is what these two buttons here do. The more you go to the left, the less present the effect is. It doesn't act like this with all effects, but you know, for guitar to bass, for the reverb, and for the delay, it works like this. Okay. So let's just put a bass line. Okay. So now, okay, we have our track right here. Let's say we want to put a filter on top of it, an effect. Well, we're just going to go in the track effects. See, we have different track effects. And you just select the one you want. Now, here we want a filter on the whole composition. So we just put the filter and put everything back on. Here we go. See how I was saying, the more you turn to the left, here the filter is really deep, right? This is the cutoff of the filter. It's at 0. And the more you turn to the right, the higher the cutoff is. Okay, so now we made this track. Say we want to keep this track because we wanna hear it again later, or we want to try to do it again, or we want to export the files and put it on our computer, whatever. Well, if you want to save it, it's very simple. You just press write, and then you write it to a free track. When the track is not free, you have 99 tracks, 99 memory tracks on the Loopstation where you could save your songs. Now, if the track is not free, you're gonna have brackets around the number. So let's just find one that is free. So init memory 27 is free. So let's go and write it. And now it is writing our track. And no matter where we go, you can just go across the Loopstation. When you go back to 27, it's still gonna be here. And the advantage is that whenever you save your track, it saves the settings of the track also. So remember, we had a filter right here. It saved the filter. So we don't have to go back in the track effects and find back the exact effect. We just press the button and it's here. Another really cool function of the Loopstation is that you are able to use it like an MPC by putting the tracks in one shot. One shot on, one shot on. Let's try it with just 2 tracks. So here, let's make a kick. And here, let's put a snare with some reverb. And let's just play a beat. Now, let's say you are not a beatboxer and your aim is not to make beats on the Loopstation, but you are a singer. Well, guess what? You can use this machine to have a bit more control and possibilities with your voice. Let's say you are playing in a band and you are the singer and you want some control over your voice. Well, you can use this machine, you know, to have some EQ on top of your voice by changing the settings. You know, you can put down the lows, the low mids, play with the high mid, or you can also have a filter effect when you're singing. And you can, you know, bring in your voice slowly up and down. You can put it in low pass, high pass, as you wish. Okay, so something like this. You can also play with dynamics. And, you know, just change your vocals as you wish. A really cool effect is the phone vox. The higher you go, the more present the effect is, you know. You just put that with some reverb. And you have something cool like this. Okay? You can even put some delay with it. Okay?
So yeah, you have many possibilities. You can also have an octave below your voice, you see. So I have my main voice right here, and you can hear another voice 1 octave below. So okay, so if you are wondering how I am recording the sound right now because I'm speaking in a microphone, well, my computer is linked by USB cable to the Loopstation. So as you can see, I am now recording. Sorry, that was my finger. I am now recording what I am saying right now. You see? The waveform is my voice. So I'm using a software called Mixcraft Studio, but you could use any software you want. And in fact, when I am recording songs by this software, I'm using the Loopstation as a sound card. So, you know, I have this auto-tune pedal on my desk, but I don't have any sound card. The only sound card I have is this Loopstation.
Okay, so I showed you how the Loopstation basically works in a very simple way, showing you the basic functions of it. Now, the question you are probably asking yourself is, should I buy this Loopstation? I'll make it really simple. To be totally honest, if you're watching this video and you're still watching until now, it's probably because you really like this RC-505 Loopstation and you probably want to get one yourself, and the price is really not that expensive. The price depends on where you are and on which site you buy it from. I'm in France, so it's gonna be around 460 euro. That's about, I don't know, $550 maybe. But the price stays relatively cheap for the possibilities of this machine. As I said, you can loop with it, you can use it as an MPC. I use it as a sound card when I'm recording. If you are a singer, you can use it live to control your voice a bit better. The only drawback I could say about this machine is that it is very fragile. I mean, this is made out of plastic. So if this falls, and it happened to me once, it just breaks, basically. So one thing for sure is you have to take care of it. A lot of people also ask me, do you need certain experience in music? Do you need a background? Do you need some music theory to use the Loopstation? The answer is totally no. You can learn on the spot with the machine. When I picked up my first Loopstation, it wasn't the RC-505, it was the RC-50. And there was even less possibilities with it. I knew nothing about music. I mean, I was listening to music like everyone does, at least once in a while. But I never played music, I never played any instruments, I did not know how to sing, I did not know how to rap, I barely knew how to beatbox. But I saw someone using a Loopstation with beatbox skills and it made me want to buy one. And I did. And you pick it up very fast. I mean, for this machine, if you spent a whole day on it, you will already know 70% of what it has to offer. And that is looping, changing your voice, putting input effects and putting output effects. So guys, I hope this video really helped you. If you are interested, I'm putting affiliate links down below where you can find the exact same gear I use. So where I bought my Loopstation, where I bought my microphone, what microphone I use, where I bought my headphones, and additional stuff like accessories, cables, etc. And guys, if you found this video useful, don't hesitate in putting a like, putting a comment, and subscribing to the channel. There's a lot of Loopstation related content out here. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys for our next video. Peace.